You guys see this flower? I've had it for a long time now. When I was bringing it down to Spain, it got damaged and the petals were like almost going away. I was gonna buy a new one, but I couldn't find anyone like it, so I fixed it. Stapled it. Okay, what I want to talk about now is the first time I was called a girlfriend snatcher, boyfriend snatcher. And that was the only time ever that I was called a boyfriend snatcher. But this is the story. I was in 100 level. And say yes, so I was in 100 level. I might mistakenly call some names. I'm trying not to call any name. The guy and the girl involved now are currently married to different people, but I'm going to still say the story. They're probably not gonna watch this video anyway. I don't think they know where I am on the internet, so they've probably forgotten about me. I was in 100 level. I was just a quiet, gentle girl. I always say that. And so I just got into the university after many years of praying and hoping I'd gain admission. So I met this guy he's not a new friend. When I was in Agape Force, a teenage church in Asaba. Asaba is the name of a real place in Asaba. He was one of the guests who coming from Abor to play the keyboard with the Abor choir, Abor teenage group. So when I got to Uniben, he was in CFI, and he was like, join the choir, join the choir, join the choir. And then my sister was already in the choir, and I'm that girl that doesn't want to join the choir because my sister's already in the choir. So I tried to like look for another place to, you know, show my other talent. So he was like, join the choir, join the choir. But you know, being the little naughty sister, I'd always like go to choir rehearsals to wait for my sister, you know. People would see me, and then Alex, oh, I called the name. He would be like, that's Blessing's sister, she sings. And then there's another guy, James, yes, Blessing's sister, she sings. And then I didn't even know if I could sing, but I was trying then. I sang better then than I do right now. I think it's getting worse because I don't get to sing. Like currently I'm in my room and I'm trying to keep my voice low, but today's like the first day where my voice is like extremely loud, and they probably know that I'm on the phone or recording because I decided to just do this today because almost every night I hear them make a lot of noise. They're probably watching some sports, and I'm like, okay, if it's noisy at night, then maybe I should be part of the noise. So that's why I'm recording this. So about the voice, so somehow his girlfriend heard that I was with a girl, and I was always with this, I mean, his girlfriend heard that he was with a girl, and he was always with this girl, and that was supposed to be me. Trust me, way back I was not wearing foundation, I was not wearing lipstick, I was not wearing powder, I didn't even have, like, my eyebrows, they're extremely bushy. If you can see it right now, you can still see some signs. So I was just that girl. Kudos to all the guys who liked me way back when I was just some kind of girl. I was just basic. Okay, I was beautiful though. I didn't have all these pimples because then I wasn't using too much makeup on my face. Back to the story. Girl, you talk too much. So I don't know how the girl got my number, but one morning around 6 o'clock thereabout, she called me. This is a story. After, I was never hanging out with this guy, to be honest, but after rehearsals, he would walk us home because he lived in a Cosadine. So he would walk my sister and I home because he was a guy, and then there were some other guys too. So after choir rehearsals or after church service, he would walk us to a Cosadine. If you've lived it, oh, my battery is low. If you've studied in the University of Benin, you would know a Cosadine. Anyway, she called me early that morning and she said I should come out, and then I knew she existed. I knew her name. Then she was like, it's Alex's girlfriend. So I was like, oh, okay. She was like, okay, she come out. I thought she wanted me. She was like, I thought she wanted me to help her do something. So I came out that early morning. It was dark, and Ecosyn is a scary, frightening place. So I came out, and then I was like, I hope everything is okay. How is Alex? And I said, he's fine. let's go to his house. I was like, what's going on now? So I thought maybe he was sick and she was calling me because she thought I was his friend. You know, she was going to see him early that morning and I had a test. But I was like, okay, I need to just go. Alex is sick. So I went, and then she knocked on his door, and when he opened, it looked as if they'd already been having a fight. And I was just standing there, naive, tiny, black, sleepy head. And then he opened the door and he was like, what is wrong with you? And then he was like mad at her, and I was right there. Then she was like, please let me come in. She just went in, bah, 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 bah. And then she sat down on the chair. And then me, I just went to the bed and sat down, boom. And then she looked at me and she said, I can see you're already very comfortable. And I didn't know what that meant, because this was like my first meeting with her ever in my life. She's like, I can see you're already very comfortable here. And then she just gave me the keys and said, take, you can continue where I stopped. I was like, what is going on? Because at that point in my life, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was happening. I swear I was so naive. I was like, what is happening? And then the two of them started fighting, talking. Voices got louder. Neighbors started coming out. I was in the middle of all of this. Neighbors started coming out. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then he said, love, start going home. And then the girl was like, you're not going anywhere. You must come and look at you. She started telling the guy, look at you, someone that I'm trying to manage. Do you know how many people have come from my hand in marriage? I've been trying to manage you, and you are busy playing with small girls from 100 level. I was like, oh, me, small girl from 100 level. Okay, thank you. So anyways, I just started walking home. It was embarrassing. A lot of guys, because where he stayed there were lots of guys. So imagine guys in their boxers early in the morning, you know, coming out to brush their teeth, the way Kosoden was coming out to brush their teeth. And then I was just there, and then they came out in front of the gate of the compound. I was just walking home. They're looking at me. Now this one's snatch person boyfriend, though. You know how boys can talk. You even boys now are phone now. I said, this one's snatch person boyfriend. So I was looking at me and I was going home. Oh god, oh god. That was when I knew what was going on. It was so embarrassing. Just imagine me walking home wishing I had eyes at the back of my head. I didn't look back. Anyways, she texted me later that day and asked me to come to Hall 2, and then I didn't go. And then my friend saw me in school the next day, Daisy, and said, you're lucky you didn't come. What they plan to do to you, eh? I was like, how do you know? And she started telling me how she knows the story, blah blah blah, that they were waiting for me. I was like, hey, no, see my life that just started. Anyways, that's the end of the story. I'm not gonna give you the other juicy part to the story, like who told the girl that I was in the picture, because I wasn't even in the picture. Alexis to come to our house because Nse was around. Nse cooks good meals. Nse, she's from Calabar. She cooks really nice meals, and well, we liked Nse's cooking, and he likes Nse's cooking too. So that's why he used to come to our house. And then, was I ever going to his house? Not often, but he lived close to one of my friends. I introduced him to that girl, and then she wasn't even going there often as well. So I just really don't know. I couldn't think, but anyways, I figured it out. Everything's fine now. It's a beautiful story. Every time I think about it, I'm just like, oh my god, I have an experience. Okay, girls, stop accusing people wrongly. Seriously, like, what is wrong with you? I don't even know what to say. There's no moral lesson to this story. Go away. You like stories too much. Bye bye. Take care.